Hello and welcome to the Oceaneers Travel Show. Back again this week, it's Charles.
And Robin.
Hey Robin, how are you this week?
Oh, I've been good this week. It's been not as hectic and a little less crazy.
Great week this week.
Yeah.
Didn't have to work as much.
Oh, that's always good.
Yeah.
How are all of you? I know you can't directly tell me, but
They'll tell you in the comments. Tell her how you are in the comments.
I'm always asking because I'm concerned.
Last week we posted a video about Santa's Land.
Yes, thank you for your listens and your watches.
Very nice response to that. We enjoyed that part immensely. So
much so that we planned some other little getaways here and there.
Yeah, we have another trip coming up next month.
Well, week after next. Listen at me.
Month after next.
I wish it was week after next.
We've got a lot of trips coming up before the end of the year.
We do. But today is all about the mouse and the Halloween party.
Well, yeah, a couple weeks ago we touched base on Universal's
Halloween horror.
Hey,
I've
whoa!
been working on that horror.
So we touched base on that a couple weeks ago. Well, we can't do one without doing the other.
No, so this week we're jumping across Orlando and going to Walt Disney World and touching base on Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Definitely a different approach with Disney World than Universal, but we have attended this particular festivity ourselves before and enjoyed it immensely.
Yes, we have. I am not one now in my older age to enjoy going to like haunted houses and getting scared. So Universals, just don't appeal to me as much as Mickey, but very much so. I'm a Disney adult. As you can tell, my ears match my dress. And I enjoy Disney lore a lot more than I do, somebody coming up behind me with a chainsaw.
Again, nothing wrong with Universal. It's just a different demographic that they're targeting. They're targeting teenagers and young adults, where we're more middle-aged people now. Well, you are. I'm not.
And littler kids, kids that don't, because it's not so scary. It's not meant to be spooky. It's meant to be cute and with a Halloween flair. So.
And it was. When we went to it, it was fantastic.
Yes, and I honestly wish I had more time because there were so many things at the party that I didn't get to do because there's so much to do, so much to see that you can't possibly get it all done. And we're very much ride junkies, so we enjoy the lower wait times for the rides, and we just kind of go and get on the popular rides and the rides we love. And
Space Mountain in the dark.
Yeah, and
we'll touch on that.
So we
and the full-size candy bars.
Spend as much time.
You know me, it always is. It comes back to the food, the full-size candy bars
stuff. So, but everything about the whole little festival is cute.
So we're going to go ahead and jump right on into Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Yes. Welcome to a spectacular adventure. Ooh.
So Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party this year runs from August the 11th, which if you're watching this was probably just last weekend, through November the 1st. So they actually do have a show on Halloween. I'm sorry to report that it's already sold out. So I hope that if you're interested, you got your tickets for that. But yes, it runs on select nights. And tickets are selling fast for this. So definitely if you're looking to attend this party, don't delay. Book your tickets today.
No, it always goes quick, and it's always a big crowd.
Yes. Any August party, already gone. You can't even go in August if you want to. So September, most of October, you can still head out there. So
they do. This is a special ticketed event. You do have to purchase a ticket separate from park admission. What is it, about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon? They kick everybody else out?
They kick everyone else out, I believe, at 6 o'clock.
But if you have a ticket.
If you have a ticket to the Not So Scary Halloween Party, you can get in at 4.
And if you purchase both, you can just stay all the way through.
Yes. If you are already in the park, you do not have to leave to come back. There are places, you do have to have a wristband to participate in the event. But in the park, there will be different places that you can just go up and get your your wristband. There's one in Fantasyland, one in Tomorrowland, one in Adventureland, as well as on Main Street where you can get your wristband and not have to leave the park.
So obviously, one of the big things about the Mickey Not So Scary Halloween Party is the trick or treating.
Absolutely.
You actually get to trick or treat inside of Disney World, and these are full size candy bars. The year we went, I believe it was sponsored by
It's Mars.
M&M. I'm not sure. Is that still this year?
I believe so. M&M and Mars. And yes, you do get good size candy bars. Sometimes it's full size candy bars. Sometimes it's the fun size, but they're not skimpy on your what they give you.
We left with 4 bags of candy.
Do not think that because you're an adult you can't trick or treat. Get your bag.
No, okay? they almost demand it.
They tell you, here, you've paid for this ticket. This is your candy. So make sure you hit up all the trick or treat spots. When you go in, or if you're already in the park, make sure you pick up a festival pamphlet or a party pamphlet, and it's going to show you all the locations for the trick or treat zones so that you don't miss any.
Absolutely.
And also, if you have an allergy, peanuts, gluten, whatever it is, tell the cast member when you go to pick up your trick or treat bag, and they will give you a separate colored bag. It'll be teal, I believe. And at each trick or treat zone, there will be a line specifically for you where you won't miss out. You'll still get your treats. It'll just be friendly for what you can tolerate.
See, and this is where the Disney inclusion comes into being great. This is a good thing. You don't want to exclude any kid because they're sick. So there is a place for that stuff. And this is wonderful that Disney does this and includes everyone in the festivities.
Absolutely. Another wonderful thing about this park is they're going to have special treats throughout. You're going to find drinks and cupcakes and snacks that you can purchase that are specifically Halloween themed.
Some are better than others.
Yes. I don't know if they have this now, but I remember I was so excited for the pumpkin pie milkshake because I absolutely love pumpkin pie.
And it sounds delicious.
It was not good.
It was not good. It was terrible.
It was not good. It had it was basically a vanilla milkshake, but the texture was weird. And it had a lot of like nutmeg flavor. There wasn't a whole lot of pumpkin flavor.
Well,
it was just weird.
It also kind of, in your mouth, it felt more like a slushie than a milkshake.
Yeah, it was just, the texture was off. I don't know. It was odd.
Yeah, I did not like it either.
I know.
It was not enjoyable at all.
2 or 3 sips. He took a sip and he was like, "Oh, this is horrible."
Yeah, no, you could have this.
Yeah. So that was our experience with the...
No wonder she was trying to give it to me. She was like, "Here, have it. You can have it. Really, it's fine."
I don't like it.
Oh, you didn't tell me that part. You're just like, "Here, you can have it. It's fine.
It's great. Great. Here, enjoy."
I didn't get you one, but you can have this one. It's fine. Yeah, sure I can.
Anyway, take advantage of some of the treats and some of the snacks. You can also see your favorite Sanderson sisters.
Oh.
If Hocus Pocus is a thing that you enjoy, they have the Hocus Pocus. I can't.
You and your words.
I know.
Well, at least you didn't cuss this time, and at least you aren't calling people names.
It's the Villain Spelltacular. Now, this is going to be your main stage show in front of the castle, and it's going to feature the Sanderson sisters, like I said, as long as with an array of Disney villains. You're going to have characters here that you've not used to seeing. You're going to have Oogie Boogie, Maleficent, a lot of villains, just to name a few. Some of the show times will be like 8:30, 10:45, and midnight. You're going to have 3 opportunities at each of the parties to see this stage show. So make sure you're checking the pamphlet for the times that you are able to see this. So.
And a recommendation, you have the stage show, which is right there at the castle, I do believe, and then you have the parade, and you have the fireworks.
Yes.
Try to scoop out your spot. plant yourself for a while and try to knock out all three at the same time. That way you've got a good spot for everything and you're not having to move around or fight the crowd. So get there, try to line it up to where you can do all three together back to back to back. Then just stake out your spot and stay put.
Yes. And the only fireworks show happens at 10:15. So I highly recommend that you stake out a spot.
Plan around that.
And plan around it. So, if you're near the hub, which the hub is the area in the front of the castle where you split off and go your separate ways to Adventureland, Tomorrowland, Fantasyland.
Get there early, get a good spot.
Get a good spot. Watch the fireworks spectacular, which is Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular. It's only at 10:15, and then you can watch the Villain Spectacular and subsequently the Boo to You parade. And you can just stay in one spot and get it all done, if that's something that you want to do.
And this is one thing that Disney does better than anyone else is fireworks. I don't care what anyone says. You can talk about other parks, Universal, Disney's fireworks shows are always absolutely incredible. Nobody tops them in that.
Yes, in previous years, this fireworks spectacular has been hosted by Jack Skellington, which everyone loves Jack Skellington and Sally. But it's Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy are going on a trick-or-treating expedition. And they are drawn into these mysterious haunted houses. So you're going to have projections on the castle itself that's going to, show this. You're going to have, spooky Halloween type music along with the fireworks. It's a great show. And I highly recommend that if there's one of the three things that you're going to see, definitely see the fireworks show.
But the parades too. I mean, Disney's parades are.
Yeah.
And is this the one? Yeah, they still have the headless horseman.
Yes.
Which is amazing. There's my word again. I say amazing a lot.
You do say amazing a lot.
But it is amazing.
It is. You have the headless horseman.
Okay, spooktacular. It's spooktacular. Let's go with spooktacular. Just like your hat today.
Oh, wow. You love my hat.
Look at the hat. We should have pointed that out at the beginning. That is spooktacular.
I said my ears match my dress today.
They do match it, and it's spooktacular.
You can never have too many Disney ears, and I promise.
I disagree.
Someday, I will show you guys my collection. So. I have a collection of
That's a 3-hour video in itself.
You will also see Max, which is Goofy's son, which you don't see Max a lot, so he's in the parade. So there's just a lot of things that you're going to see, and these characters are all going to be in their Halloween costumes, which is fantastic.
Goofy's son,
Max.
Yeah, so that means that
just don't go there.
Yeah, no, wrap your head around that. There's a Mrs. Goofy out there somewhere. Yeah, might want to censor that. If you had kids, please cover their ears.
Another little thing that you might see around the park is, you have the Dapper Dans that do the barbershop quartet kind of singing and stuff.
Absolutely.
Well, they also come out for the Boo to You or the Halloween party, not just the parade, the Halloween party, and they'll be around the park at different locations, and they're called the Cadaver Dans.
Cadaver Dans. I'm assuming zombies.
Yeah. So they're going to be singing for your enjoyment some spooky songs for you. That's great.
So yeah, the trick-or-treating must do, the fireworks must do. I disagree with her a little bit. I think the parade is just as much a must do as the fireworks because the parade is excellent. The Hocus Pocus, that's good too, but if you had to miss one of the three, I would say probably skip that one, but I really wouldn't skip any of them. Now, in addition to that, there's also rides and some specialty things with the rides.
Yes. Let me see if I can find exactly everything that go.
Not all rides are open, but a lot are.
Yes.
And some have special events associated with them. The most obvious being the Haunted Mansion.
Yes, the Haunted Mansion is definitely ramped up. You're going to have cast members and performers out in the courtyard portraying various people that are characters within the Haunted Mansion universe.
that ride is custom made for Halloween, so
It is. And, you get to kind of interact with some of them. They might be standing outside next to their headstones.
slight
So,
detour 1 second.
yeah.
Just a couple weeks ago on one of our shows, we totally kind of got on Disney a little bit about their movies and things that they were doing, the Snow White stuff and coming out. Well, we went and saw the Haunted Mansion, since we're on the Haunted Mansion topic, last night. And I retract all my previous statements. This movie is fabulous. It is awesome.
Haunted Mansion was one of the best movies that we have seen this year, and we've seen quite a few movies.
Love it.
It was spectacular. It was just what it was supposed to be. It followed the ride very closely.
A lot of
Easter
eggs.
Similarities. I love Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito's in this movie, and he just makes every movie better because of his wit and he's
hysterical
actor.
In it. Owen Wilson was great.
The main kind of character that was in this movie, I didn't really know anything about him, but he did a really good job.
Yeah, he was great.
So I highly recommend going and see.
And I'm a huge Rosario Dawson fan myself.
Yes, you are.
Can't wait to see Ahsoka coming up here in just a few days.
Yeah, but there's tons of people in this movie. Jamie Lee Curtis plays Madame Leota. And yeah, it's just lovely. And
Tiffany Haddish.
It's really, really worth going to see if you have not seen it. And definitely when it comes out Disney Plus, you need to make time.
Oh yeah, no. Go to the theaters and see this one. This one's worth a theater visit. This is what Disney needs to do to get back to where they were, because this movie was great. Just like the ride. I love the Haunted Mansion ride. Movie lived up to it.
You were talking about the rides. We took a brief caveat, but
I do that sometimes.
The Mad Tea Party has special lighting and music, so spin around, get sick to your teacups with Halloween music. I'm not a teacup fan, but
I like the teacups.
Space Mountain is completely dark.
Yeah,
that is interesting. So Space Mountain's a dark ride anyway, but you have the sort of space
stars
theme
and
because of Space Mountain. You got the stars and some lighting. No, once you make that turn, everything is completely dark, and
you can't tell when anything's coming.
So it jerks you a little more than usual. The kiddo did not like it at all. She was screaming from the first second we took off.
No, that wasn't her. That was me.
Oh, that was you.
Yes, that was me. I don't know. She may have been too. I didn't care for it either. But I'm not a big Space Mountain fan. Yeah. I was when I was younger, but
Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor does have some Halloween type stuff going on too. So, but those are your main overlays, Halloween, and the cast members over at Haunted Mansion are just kind of out in the courtyard to interact with you as you go through.
So I know that if anyone is wanting to attend this, they can call you or contact you to get tickets and hotel reservations and things like that. What are the ticket prices? Do you have that information?
Ticket prices they do vary.
I know it varies by night, but
you're going to run anywhere from like $120 to $199. It's definitely just going to depend on when you want to go.
And do you have dates? I know it starts when it starts and when it ends, but is there certain days of the week that it's happening on?
I know it happens every Friday evening, so you can definitely get a ticket for a Friday evening, but then it's sporadically placed. Like you'll have some Sundays and some Wednesdays, so it's best just to go to the website to see if the date that you are interested in has a party on it, and vice versa. If you're planning to go to Magic Kingdom, you might want to look and see if the day that you're going has a party, because if it does, you're going to get kicked out early. So if you're paying premium for a park ticket, you don't want to go on a park day unless you plan to go to the party, because you want to experience the full, gambit of Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, if you're planning on going to the park on a day when they're having the Halloween party, just wait and go to the Halloween party. You still get everything and you save money.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit more.
No, but I mean, you save money by having to buy both tickets. Yes, there's no need to buy both tickets. Just buy the Halloween party. And
you can get everything done. There's
because the crowd is less.
The crowd is less, and Magic Kingdom's a big park, so most people are going to want to go to the shows and the parades and the the fireworks. So you can take that time if you're not interested in those things to max out your ride stuff. Um, I will say that Tron is available. It's available on a virtual queue. So
Even for the Halloween party,
even for
still.
the Halloween party. So if you are in the park for the Halloween party, get on your My Disney Experience app at 6 p.m. and get a virtual queue to be able to ride Tron. That is the only way you'll be able to ride Tron during the Halloween party. Also, Genie Plus is not available for the Halloween parties. So you need to, realize that going in, you're going to be waiting in regular standby queues. Normally, they're not long. Even for Mine Train, you're only looking at about 40-minute wait, which is notoriously the high heavy hitter at Magic Kingdom. But most of the rides are going to be 5, 10, 15 minutes long at most.
Yeah, when we went, we didn't have any problems really getting on anything that we wanted to ride.
No, and at the end of the night, we just kept going back and back and back and trying to get on, as many as we could until the last second of the party. Because even if there's a line, you can get in line at the stroke of midnight, the end of the party, and still ride the ride. So
yeah, so it's a great opportunity to ride the rides. Not scary like Universal's, completely different atmosphere, but it is fun. It's just, I guess that's the best way to describe it, is fun.
It's a lot of fun. If you are interested in meeting characters, the not so scary Halloween party is going to have a lot of characters that you normally don't see. So I've got a list here that I can just briefly run down.
Absolutely, give it to us.
And let you know some of the characters that's going to be out. Okay, so in Fantasyland, you're going to be able to see Alice and the Mad Hatter, the Queen of Hearts, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, Pooh, Eeyore, Piglet, and Tigger, Ariel and Eric, Belle and Gaston.
Gaston.
No one. Anastasia and Drizella. Anastasia and Drizella.
Anastasia.
That is the stepsisters from Cinderella. They're just going to be roaming around, and
Anastasia.
They're going to hand out some insults. That's pretty funny to see. And then your normal princesses at the Princess Fairy Tale Hall, Cinderella, Elena, Rapunzel, and Tiana are going to be available. And then over in Storybook Circus, that's where Dumbo, Barnstormer are at. You're going to be able to see Minnie Mouse, Daisy Duck, Donald, and Goofy all in their Halloween attire and get pictures. So.
And what about Jack Skellton? Is he?
Oh, yeah.
Is he out and about?
Main Street USA, where the Town Square Theater is, that's where you normally can see Mickey Mouse. He's going to be there in his Halloween costume, as well as Jack and Sally. So you can see both of them.
And photo ops with them as well.
Yes, at the Town Square Theater.
Those are extremely popular characters.
They are very popular.
Christmas and Halloween time.
Yeah. Over in Tomorrowland, you're going to get to see Stitch in his Elvis costume.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Then in Adventureland, you're going to have the following. You're going to have Aladdin and Abu, Jasmine and the Genie, Jafar, and Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Get it right.
We've seen Jack roaming around several times that we've been to Magic Kingdom, and
really good Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, the last time we were there, he was a very good Jack Sparrow.
He was hiding out behind things, trying to hide, and
yeah, he was cute.
Peeking over barrels and stuff like that. He was good.
Yes. So, you can see just from what we've talked about that this party is loaded with things to do, new things to experience, and you're not going to get it all done. So pace yourself and maybe make a little checklist before you go of things you want to accomplish, so that
don't skip the trick-or-treating.
So that when you get there, you're not overwhelmed.
Also, one note from Universal to Disney is Universal does not allow costumes or anything like that. This does. You can dress in costume. I do not believe that they allow masks, but you can still dress in costumes.
You can.
What about face paint and stuff like that? Is that okay? Or is it just masks?
It's just masks. So
you can paint your face. You can
your face. And I can pull up exactly the requirements. So here for the guidelines.
That is one notable difference between the two.
Directly from Disney, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is one of the few times that adults can dress up in costume. Be sure to double check the costume guidelines for these specific events. Disney may deny any admission to anyone or remove anyone who is wearing that attire that it consider appropriate or could detract from the other guest experience. So use your judgment there.
Probably no naughty nurses or naughty witches probably wouldn't be a good thing for Disney.
Guests may dress as their favorite characters, but you cannot pose for pictures or sign autographs. So if you dress up as Mickey Mouse, don't be going around pretending to be Mickey Mouse in Disney World, okay?
Unless you're charging $5.
Costumes must be family friendly and non obstructive, offensive, violent, or objectionable.
And of course, your usual prohibited items.
Costumes must not contain weapons that resemble or could be mistaken for real weapons. Costumes may not contain sharp or pointed objects or materials that might accidentally strike another guest. Guests who do not abide by these guidelines may be refused entry or removed.
Important note, if you dress up like a ninja or a pirate or something like that, don't bring swords and knives. I mean, even if they're fake, you're still going to be in queues with people, and this stuff hits people, and also just a pain in the butt getting on rides with stuff like that.
Yeah. For people 14 and up, layered costumes or costume props that surround the entire body are discouraged and subject to additional security screening. Costumes may not reach or drag the ground. Capes should not go below the waist. Themed t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hats are acceptable as always. Transparent wings, plastic lightsabers, toy swords, and tutus are okay. Headwear must not cover the face. Costume masks are not allowed. That's for 14 and up. For 13 and under, masks can be worn. Masks cannot cover the entire face, and the eyes must be visible. So, a lot of those kiddie costumes have the little plastic thing that goes over the face, like Power Rangers or whatever.
Right.
Those are completely acceptable. But I do see a lot of people, and I would encourage you, if you're planning on going as a family, find a theme as a family and all dress up as those characters. That's really fun.
The Incredibles is a very popular choice for families. Frozen, very popular choice.
Yes. So, Seven Dwarfs.
Yes, Seven Dwarfs. Are we allowed to do that anymore? 7 magical creatures, you can dress up as those. In other words, basically just use some common sense. This is still an amusement park. If you use common sense, you're probably going to be fine.
Yes. I mean, you can do like we did. I think we just all got Halloween t-shirts that had Mickey Mouse on them and with our names, like Mommy, Daddy, that type of stuff.
We brought Halloween costumes for the kid to dress up in to go, and she was like, no, it's going to be hot.
She wanted to be comfortable.
So she didn't wear one.
She did, yeah.
We had them. She chose not to because it is still Florida.
It is. And you can get princess dresses on the various like bargain sites like Shein or Wish or Temu or whatever those things are, for real cheap. You can also go to your local Walmart or Target and get in the Halloween section as of now and pick out these things. So just have fun with it.
Yeah, have fun with it. Have a good time.
Be responsible.
This party is completely, it's exact opposite of Universal. Not scary, a lot of fun, really good fireworks, really good shows, good trick-or-treating. You can dress up. The rides are, more open and inviting, and they do have some special things put into them. So it's fun. It's a blast. If you're into the being scared, go to Universal. If you're into just having a good time, and Disney's the place for you. It's just two different demographics.
If you have smaller kids, Universal, you can't take kids in that are under 13. We've said. So your option is to go over to Magic Kingdom.
Not to mention, if you're going with the grandparents, they may not like Universal either. Give some of them old ladies a heart attack. So what are the 3 know before you go tips for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party? Just kind of sum it up for us.
Okay. Well, know when you want to go. Plan accordingly. Make sure that your date is available and it's not already sold out. Get there early. Come in at 4. Get your wristband. Don't forget to trick or treat. Make sure you get those trick-or-treat bags. Get the allergy-friendly bag if you have an allergy. don't wear face masks for your costumes. And yeah, just have a good time. Don't, get your booklet and map out what you want to do and don't be overwhelmed.
So, sounds like good advice to me. This is a great time to be there. Disney does this really well.
Yes.
Universal does what they do really well. Disney does what they do really well. Two completely different things. Just, it's hard to compare one to the other because they're so different.
Yes, comparing apple to oranges because they're completely different. And while you do have hot weather in October and September still in the middle of Florida, after the sun kind of goes down, it's very nice. And stay until the end of the night. When the party is over, you're going to have Main Street USA to yourself. And it's a really great time to get some photo ops, see the castle unobstructed. So yeah, have fun with that.
Side note, we didn't even touch on, but they also do have special merchandise available.
Yes.
That's Halloween themed, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, you're going to see shirts, mugs, popcorn buckets.
And it changes every year, so enjoy it, use it, get what you want, because it won't be there next year. It'll be different again, but it's great. So
yep.
That's really all I have.
Yeah, just encourage you guys to get out there and go to Disney World, go to Mickey's Not So Scary. If you need help booking your vacation, I'm here to help as always. And I'll try to get you the best deal I possibly can. There are some discounts of, I think, 25% off rooms right now. If you're interested, oceaneerstravel@gmail.com. Just kind of give me a quick hey, and I'll get back to you.
You can also go to the website at oceaneerstravel.com. We
have a contact form over there.
Absolutely. Look through there. Please don't forget to tell your friends about this podcast, about the YouTube channel over at Oceaneers Travel.
.com.
Not on YouTube. Over on YouTube at Oceaneers Travel. We continue to get better every week and post a lot of videos there and shorts and things like that help you make decisions. We do have a vacation coming up, as we alluded to at the beginning. We'll go ahead and kind of give you a preview of that, what's coming. It's still a ways away, but
yep. In October, we're going to go to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and stay in Williamsburg, Virginia for a few nights. Busch Gardens also has a Halloween spectacular that's included in the admission price. So we're looking forward to that, to see Busch Gardens. We've never been to Busch Gardens.
And then November, our usual.
We're going to Disney for Thanksgiving.
We spend just about every Thanksgiving in Disney World.
It's a great way we have a smaller family now, and no need to spend hundreds upon hundreds of dollars for one meal that takes 2 hours to.
So we usually go down there and spend 3 or 4 days. We're going and spend the whole week this time.
We're spending a whole week in Disney at Thanksgiving this time.
So there'll be a lot of things coming about that in the future as well. If you do have any ideas, again, oceaneerstravel@gmail.com. If you'd like to be a guest on this podcast, same.
Absolutely. If there's certain things that you want me to see when we're down there, or if you have questions about anything, I can get those answers for you or show you how to navigate things while you're down there.
And as we mentioned last week, this is the first episode of Theme Park Thursday. So coming up this Sunday will be the first episode of
Sail Away Sunday,
and we will be recording that here in a few days. So we've got something lined up for that as well.
Yep. Just always happy to be here with you, and we're thankful for each of you listening out there, following us, and coming along this crazy ride. And why don't we get into trivia, as bad as I hate to hear this song?
Oh, trivia. Do we have trivia?
We do.
It's time for trivia at Ocean Ears. Trivia. It's time for trivia. Wow!
See, she didn't tell you that I'm really the one who sang that song.
Yeah, I didn't. Let us know if you like having this trivia, if it floats your boat.
I like it.
Last week we had a trivia question to go along with our Santa's Land video, and it was what was the highest grossing Christmas movie? And you had options of Miracle on 34th Street, It's a Wonderful Life, A Christmas Story, or Home Alone. And the answer was Home Alone. D.
I got it wrong again. I said Miracle on 34th Street.
Yep, the answer was Home Alone.
See, I'm not even sure that's a Christmas movie.
Yes, it is.
Ah,
Okay, so this week's trivia
It's Die Hard
question
a
has
Christmas
to
movie.
do with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So when was Mickey's first Not So Scary Halloween Party?
ooh, that's a good one.
Let us know in the comments below. I'm not going to give you multiple choice on this one, so you can just let us know what you think.
I'm going to say 1985. Is
Okay,
that right?
a little off there.
1986.
No.
87.
This is like that
88.
Price is Right game where you just
89.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until you say the right number.
It doesn't matter.
All right, guys. So, again, we've had a great time making this content for you. And until next time.
I don't have anything else.
All right, Charles.
All right. Well, let's get going.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Oceaneers Travel Show. The opinions expressed in this podcast are exclusively that of the owners. We are not affiliated with Disney, Universal, or any cruise line in any way. If you're in need of a vacation, please visit oceaneerstravel.com and let us help you get to where you want to be. Please don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcast, or Spotify, or any podcast platform of your choosing. Leave those 5-star reviews. If you would like to be a guest on this podcast, please contact us at oceaneerstravel@gmail.com. Until next time, it's been magical, my friends.